Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk to you today about the Cortech Super 2.0 Sloped Tankbag available at RevZilla.com. So this Super 2.0 is going to be an aggressively sloped tank bag that's going to work for a variety of different motorcycles out there with an aggressively sloped tank. From sport bikes to dual sports, this is going to be a super functional tank bag that's really going to match the actual slope of your tank. The other thing that makes this super functional is that if we take this and we flip it around to the bottom, you're going to have a choice of two different mounting harnesses for this. You can go with a universal strap mounting harness, or for those of you out there with the metal tank, you can choose a magnetic harness. Again, super universal that'll work with a wide variety of different motorcycles. Install for this. On our BSD, our Beard Scale of Difficulty for installation, we're looking at pretty much a 1 out of 3 on the old BSD. If you're using the magnetic harness, you're going to be able to throw this on your bike and just go off and ride. However, if you're going with the universal strap harness, there's a few more steps you'll have to go with, but we'll talk more about install at the end. For right now, let's jump in and talk about what sets the Super 2.0 Sloped apart from some of the other tank bags out there in the market. So Cortech's main goal with anything they do is to enhance the rider's performance. With the Super 2.0 Sloped Tank Bag, they're doing that by giving riders with a sloped tank a different option. The thing that I really like about this bag is that you can see when it's sitting on the actual sloped tank, it still has a nice flat plane surface to it, allowing you to see the map pocket on top and really allowing you to utilize the whole of the bag. So let's start by the construction of the bag and we'll break it down from there. So Cortech for this bag is going to use a 1680 denier ballistic polyester, and then they're going to incorporate on the side an 1800D jacquard fabric. And what I really like about this is it adds a rigidity to the bag. So the bag actually holds up and stands up quite nicely on its own. There's not a lot of flopping around that you're going to see here. The other thing with all of this technology built into it, it's really going to hold up to the rigors of the road. I've used Cortech luggage before, and I'm going on 9 years on some bags, and it's still working out perfectly. So let's start with the top, and we're going to kind of break this down. So you're going to see on the very top of this, you're going to have a map pocket. This is also going to work great for cell phones or small tablets. It is fully removable. You're going to have one snap on the bottom, and then you're going to have Velcro that's going to hold it on at the top, and another Velcro strap that overlaps the top pocket of the map as well. So again, if you don't want to use this, you can pull it right off. You're also going to see reflectivity running down the sides of the bag, and you're also going to see reflectivity running along the sides of the bag. This is just going to help with the overall visibility. Now, as the bag is facing away from you, you're going to see there's an additional pocket at the far front of the bag. Inside of this, there's going to be a water pocket or a waterproof pocket that you can put over top of the entire bag. If you're not using that waterproof cover, you can actually put it back in the pocket. If you live somewhere like Southern California where it never rains, you can actually utilize this pocket as an extra storage compartment. For those of you living in areas like anywhere other than the desert or Southern California, you probably want to keep that waterproof pocket on the bag. The other thing you're going to see here is there's going to be additional storage on the sides. And in addition to this waterproof cover, there's a ton of add-ons that Cortech gives you with this bag. And you're going to see this little clip right here. This little clip is if you choose to add a water bladder and you're going to use your actual tank bag to hold a water bladder, they're going to give you a water bladder cover that's going to be incorporated with the bag. And then you would simply run the actual mouth tube out, and they give you a little holder for the mouth tube as well. Again, really just kind of thinking outside the box. Now, as we break this down, let's open it up, and you're going to have one main zip around the main pocket, and you're going to have a zipper garage on the far side. And opening it up, you're going to see a really nice interior, very soft red felt with additional pockets up top for storage. The other thing I want to point out is you're going to have an electronic port, which is going to allow you to run cables into the main compartment of the bag if you want to run a GPS or a cell phone. And you're also going to see there's an additional port right up front below the handle, which is going to run a separate connection if you so choose into this main pocket up front. So if you're someone that wants to run an iPad or maybe an iPod and listen to music, you can run your headphones right out of this. If you want to run a GPS or something else into the main compartment, you're going to have that additional port over on the left-hand side. Now, as I zip this back up, like I mentioned before, Cortech includes a ton of extras with this bag. The rain cover, you're also going to have that extra bladder pouch. Now, Cortech is also going to give you another one of the extras is going to be an actual visor case. And this is going to be for those of you riders out there that are going to carry a spare clear or tinted visor with you. They're going to give you a nice red felt case to protect your visor when it's in the actual tank bag. Just a simple add-on that Cortech will include with the actual bag itself. Now, when we're talking about installation for this, let's flip it over to the actual base. Now, install, like we said in the beginning, is going to be a 1 out of 300 BSD, or beard scale difficulty, for installation. If you go with the magnetic option, you're simply going to throw this on the tank, go out and ride. For those of you out there with a plastic tank, you're not going to have that option. Cortech is going to include all the mounting hardware you'll need with it if you select the universal mounting option. Now, what I mean by that is you're going to have mounting straps, and you're also going to get this nice neoprene pad that's going to sit flush on the actual tank of your motorcycle, and it's going to allow you to put this and install this onto your bike without having to worry about scratching the tank. The one nitpick that I have with Cortech with this bag is that I wish they would have included a way for that actual pad to stay mounted on the motorcycle, and that way you could simply just take the actual bag on and off without having to remove the entire universal mounting system. All in all, very small nitpick for Cortech, being that they give you so many extras included with this bag already. I have spent many years riding with Cortech luggage, and I can tell you it holds up over time. There's a lot of folks out there riding with Cortech luggage. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, do me a favor, click below. Read what other riders are digging about the Cortech setups they have on their motorcycles. If you have more questions for us, never hesitate, get us on the phone, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Cortech Super 2.0 Sloped Tank Bag. I'm Spurgeon. Enjoy the ride.